Looking for your hump day report here at the Syndicate. Now, yesterday we get the cash. We were on the radio live and we were discussing the Warriors-Wizard matchup. I gave it out early. Wizards absolutely free. We came with the late move as I was talking about the Detroit game earlier to a client, but I'll get into that a little later. Where is Mike?
Must be gambling.
Must be gambling. Let's give him a call and see what's going on. Let's give Mike a call here. Mike, where are you? I just asked Jessica where you're at.
I'm currently at the Horseshoe.
Okay.
In the World Series of Poker circuit event. It's a ring event. It's a $100,000 guaranteed tournament. I'm doing pretty good in the early stages, but we're on a 15-minute break. So how's everything on the trading floor?
Oh, well, I was just telling them about the Wizards game last night, and we're going to go over the Detroit game. What was the line move in that Detroit game yesterday?
It actually moved to Detroit lane 2 when they ruled Durant out.
I went on last night. One of my clients texted me and said some handicapping service gave him the game out of Oklahoma City at 9 in the morning. And this goes back to why late is great. We released that game after the rule that Durant was not playing. This is why you can't be giving out games at 9 in the morning if you want to be on the inside as opposed to the outside, especially this time of year where games simply don't matter. So they're going to rest big players, and this is where going into the pre-playoff scenario, when you see these line moves, there's got to be a reason, and you got to take advantage of it, not just willy-nilly play the wrong side of these games. Give them a little, show them a little action. How we're in Baltimore. Show them what's going down in Baltimore. Give them a little swing.
I'll go back to the room, but see, they don't want any publicity out there, so I just don't want to get in trouble.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can keep it close to the vest. Keep it close to the vest.
Exactly. I don't want to get any trouble here. I got a lot of money on the line. This is a big event. I'm going to come in with the ring, and everybody else will see it. This is a big event. The World Series of Poker's in Baltimore, so.
You don't have to say any names over there. But do we know any people in there? Have you gotten any clients coming up saying, "How you doing, Mike? You got any free winners or what?"
It's funny. I did have a few guys come up and said, when you're on Scores and Odds Daily, a lot of people know they don't know you. They always say, "I've seen you before." I said, "I know exactly where you've seen me, and I'm not the bald-headed guy." They go, and then I just want to, look, I got to be focused.
Let me ask you something. Did you take a whole handful of cards with you at least? Did you take a handful of business cards with you at least?
Absolutely.
Oh, beautiful. Just making sure. But you can't. One thing we cannot do yet is wager on sports over there. We can roll the dice with big Dom the D. We can play craps. We can do blackjack. We can do everything but sports. It's basically a sports book free casino. Other than that, and you can't get a room. You can't get a room. That's one thing I don't understand. They built a casino with no room. The World Series of Poker. Beautiful.
So just letting everybody know, when I come in with the ring, it's the real deal.
Mike's come.
Enjoy yourself, John. I got to get back.
Go do what you got to do. I'll finish up this report.
We'll be in touch later today.
You got it. Bye-bye. He said, "Can I take off for the World Series of Poker?" I said, "You get 1 day. You can take off for the World Series of Poker on hump day." So, back to playing early versus playing late. If you're going to play the right side, you got to play the wise guy side. You cannot be one-dimensional and just be worrying about playing games at 9 in the morning. I know a lot of guys like to get their bets in when they have their coffee, but the reality is, especially in the NBA, this time of year, it's dangerous. You can really, really get hurt doing that. So, wait for injuries, wait to find out which players are in, which players out. Understand some teams, like the Spurs, are unbelievable. Understand certain things. I was on the radio yesterday. Have a listen to what I said on the radio.
Against the spread, one game over 500 against the spread at home. They're actually evenly matched ATS against the spread. On the season straight up, Washington is 37 and 36 for the season. One game over 500 ATS, and the Warriors are nothing. They're 38 and 32, up a measly 6 games. The best team against the spread is the Spurs, and it's certainly not the Warriors with that winning record.
I just throw this
final nugget at you, boy.
So, the bottom line was what I said yesterday. You have two teams evenly matched. The Wizards were one game over 500 on the road, and the Warriors were one game under 500 on the road, or over 500 at home, excuse me. So for their 66-7 record or 67-7 record, they're shit against the spread at home, and they've covered more games on the road than they have at home. They're scratch at home. Now they're definitely scratch at home after last night. All the value was taking it to the dog side. With 5 minutes left in the game, if you're a square bettor, you thought, oh, there's a 20-point lead, they're going to roll away with it. Not so in the NBA. If anything, the Warriors are going to slow it down and let the Wizards backdoor cover the game. And this is what you have to understand in this world that we live in of ebb and flow basketball betting. If you want to win the most money you ever could in the sports arena, understand, just like my good friend Kenny White says, baseball is a millionaire maker. It is a millionaire maker with the absence of a point spread. You have to understand this, guys. This is the sport you despise watching. This is the sport you just simply take your kids to the ball game with. But this is the sport where fortunes are made. This is the sport where literally, look, in the middle of Wednesday, my phones are blowing off the hook, and it's the middle of the afternoon. This is the sport that has the limits on all the action. Why? Because the books are scared of baseball, because it's easy. It's easy if you have access to the right information and you're not a square bettor. It's easy if you're not looking to just play every minus $200 favorite in baseball. If you are, then you're going to absolutely get killed. I've won every baseball season with my sources. My Costa Rica syndicate source in the NBA right now currently is on a 5-0 run. Again, if you want to come in from the outside and come into the inside, understand that you're paying for access to the right sources of information, not what I know, but who I know. So again, I'll be back in Vegas before you blink in 2 weeks. I look forward to working with each one of my one-on-one clients personally. And again, this is your Hump Day report. In terms of early line moves, as follows, let me give you an updated line move report. We have Nevada, went from 3 to 4. The line went down from 48 to 46. Oakland, 1.5, 147, but the total was dropped now on the Vegas 16 to 45. George Washington, I gave it out absolutely free on the radio yesterday, +3. I said they've had the most fan attendance in Syracuse. They win easily. They're playing Valpo. The line opened up at 2. The line is now 1 in the NIT tourney at Madison Square Garden. And then we have, obviously, on Saturday, April 2nd, the Final Four. The lines opened at Villanova 1 and Oklahoma 149.5. It's now 2 and 145. So you're talking about a 4.5-point drop to the under, and the line is going up on 1 on Villanova. Syracuse is opened at 9 and 147.5, but the line dropped down, has basically gone down to 144.5. The line's dropped 3 points. So you got money coming in on the unders in both matchups as they're looking for both teams to be nervous in their first Final Four outings this year and looking for defensive matchups, nervous legs in the beginning of the games. I don't buy into that nonsense. I usually find that early line moves in totals are phony, baloney, bogus moves. So, again, we wish Mike the best. We hope he wins that World Series of Poker down in Baltimore at the Horseshoe Casino and brings back the ring. You think he'll give us a nice tip, Jessica?
He might.
He might. He better. And that is your Hump Day report here at the Syndicate. Coming from the outside, coming to the inside. Baseball is right around the corner. I can hear the crack of the bat in my ear. Good day and good luck.